When people talk about Italian cars, the conversation almost always circles back to the exotic names that dominate posters and dreams: Ferrari, Lamborghini, Pagani. But Italy's automotive soul runs deeper than just the cars that sit behind velvet ropes at motor shows. It's also about the vehicles that bring passion into everyday life. That's exactly why today's showdown matters. Because when Maserati, a century-old luxury icon, locks horns with Alfa Romeo, the rebellious underdog with a cult following, you don't just get a car comparison, you get a clash of legacies. In one corner, the Maserati Grecale, a brand new mid-size luxury SUV aiming to take on Germany's best. In the other, the Alfa Romeo Tonale, a compact crossover meant to be the savior of a brand known as much for heartbreak as for beauty. Both cars draped in Italian flair but carrying very different missions. The big question is, who truly embodies Italian passion in the SUV era? Let's begin with Maserati, because its history is as dramatic as any opera performed in Milan. Born in Bologna in 1914, Maserati has always balanced on the edge between exclusivity and survival. For decades, they've been the brand for those who wanted something different from the German establishment. The Quattroporte, the Levante, the MC12, they all carried that aura of Italian elegance blended with ferocity. But in recent years, Maserati struggled with aging products, inconsistent quality, and fierce competition. The Grecale, launched in 2022, is supposed to be the reset button, the car to bring Maserati not just back into the conversation, but into people's driveways. The Grecale's numbers make that ambition clear. Offered in multiple trims, it starts with a 2-liter mild hybrid 4-cylinder, producing either 296 or 325 horsepower, depending on whether you choose the GT or Modena versions. Already, that puts it firmly against the Porsche Macan, BMW X3, and Audi Q5. But Maserati doesn't stop at being comparable. They went all in with the Trofeo trim, which houses the Nettuno V6A, twin-turbocharged 3-liter engine borrowed straight from the Maserati MC20 supercar. With 523 horsepower, it rockets this family-friendly SUV from 0 to 60 in just 3.6 seconds. To put that in perspective, that's supercar territory. Maserati basically asked, "Why should practical mean boring?" and answered with firepower. The Alfa Romeo Tonale, however, tells a very different story. If Maserati is about making a splash, Alfa Romeo is about redemption. For decades, Alfa was the brand you fell in love with, only to get your heart broken. Unreliable, inconsistent, but oh so beautiful. The Giulia sedan and Stelvio SUV brought Alfa back to relevance in the late 2010s, but sales never hit the highs the company needed. That's where the Tonale comes in. Compact, stylish, electrified, and accessible, it's designed to appeal to a whole new generation of buyers who want something more exciting than a Volkswagen Tiguan or a BMW X1. And more importantly, it's designed to stabilize Alfa Romeo's shaky future. The Tonale's headline feature is electrification. The plug-in hybrid model pairs a 1.3-liter turbocharged engine with an electric motor to deliver 285 horsepower and about 30 miles of pure electric driving. It's Alfa's first step into the electrified era, and while it doesn't scream like a Maserati V6, it's practical for urban drivers who want Italian character without constant fuel stops. 0 to 60 comes in about 6 seconds, which isn't headline-grabbing, but respectable for a compact SUV. And because it's an Alfa, it still offers sharp steering, engaging dynamics, and that intangible sense of fun that German competitors often lack. Styling is where both cars flex their Italian flair, because let's face it, nobody buys an Italian car for anonymity. The Maserati Grecale carries Maserati's signature trident with pride, its wide grille and sleek headlights giving it an aura of elegance. Its silhouette is athletic yet refined, slightly larger than the Tonale, with proportions that emphasize presence over subtlety. Inside, Maserati went all out. Leather, Alcantara, carbon fiber, every trim and stitch screams luxury. The cabin blends tradition with technology, featuring multiple digital displays without sacrificing that handcrafted feel. Maserati wants you to know this is not just transportation, it's an experience. The Alfa Romeo Tonale takes a different approach. Compact and sporty, its curvy body and iconic Scudetto grille make it instantly recognizable as an Alfa. Where Maserati whispers luxury, Alfa shouts passion. Inside, the Tonale is modern and youthful, with digital screens dominating the dash, but still angled toward the driver to emphasize sportiness. It doesn't feel as premium as the Grecale, but it's not trying to. The Tonale is aimed at people who want excitement in a daily driver, not a luxury cocoon. But how do they feel on the road? The Grecale, especially in Trofeo form, is a beast. It balances comfort with aggression, using adaptive suspension and precise steering to deliver a ride that's both composed and thrilling. It's the kind of SUV that makes you forget you're driving an SUV. Even the hybrid versions feel lively, thanks to Maserati's tuning and that signature exhaust note. This is an SUV that wants to be pushed, that wants to remind you it carries supercar DNA. The Tonale, by contrast, isn't about raw speed, it's about agility and charm. Its smaller size makes it nimble in city streets, while its hybrid system delivers smooth, responsive power. It's not going to outrun a Grecale, but it feels alive in a way many crossovers don't. Alfa's engineers have always prioritized driving character, and the Tonale proves it. Even in a world of electrification, Alfa hasn't forgotten how to make a car fun. Of course, the elephant in the room is price. The Maserati Grecale starts around $65,000, 0 cents, but quickly climbs past $90,000, 0 cents, with the Trofeo soaring over 6 figures. It's a luxury product, designed for buyers who want exclusivity. The Alfa Romeo Tonale, on the other hand, starts at about $44,000, 0 cents, making it far more attainable. That's the essence of this battle, luxury versus accessibility. Both Italian, but targeted at completely different buyers. So who wins this Italian showdown? The Maserati Grecale is the choice for those who want exclusivity, luxury, and a dose of supercar performance in their daily life. The Alfa Romeo Tonale is the choice for those who want Italian style and driving character without breaking the bank or sacrificing fuel efficiency. Both succeed in different ways, and both prove that even in the SUV era, Italian passion is alive and well. At the end of the day, it comes down to what matters most to you. Do you crave the roaring heart of a Nettuno V6 under your right foot? Or the practicality and eco-conscious charm of a plug-in hybrid? Do you want to turn heads at the country club? Or add excitement to your daily commute without emptying your bank account? Either way, this isn't just about specs and features. It's about identity. Maserati and Alfa Romeo may share Italian roots, but they represent two very different visions of what it means to drive with passion. And whichever side you fall on, one thing is certain: when it comes to flair, nobody does it quite like the Italians. So, are you Team Grecale or Team Tonale? Drop your pick in the comments, and don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe for more head-to-head battles where cars aren't just machines, they're personalities, philosophies, and sometimes entire lifestyles.